In my last video, I talked about Adele and Health at Every Size, and it made me think about the people who comment on progress when you are going through these body transformations. So, for example, if you are going through weight loss and you are on a hot streak and you haven't missed a beat for 2 months or something like that, a lot of people will come up to you with certain platitudes and will be like, you should take a break. Like, you deserve a reward. You should, slow down. You should, soak it in. But you really have to pay attention to who's saying these things and what they say. And you can't just, go through these conversations and then leave, because what people say are going to stick with you and they're going to sit inside of your mind and possibly affect you moving forward. Going back to the Health at Every Size thing, when I was losing weight, whenever I would approach a certain milestone, the people who were at that milestone, their weight was at the weight that I was approaching, they would always tell me that I should slow down. And it was always like a serious tone. Like when I was super big, people would always cheer me on, but I was actually approaching their weight. They would be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey man, like you really don't need to lose any more weight. Or they'd be like, hey man, I think you look weird at this weight. You look weird at 215. Like, I don't think you should go any lower. And then at 210, people are like, dude, you're fine, man. Like you're good. And then like I go to my doctor and my doctor's like, yeah, you can probably lose like 25 pounds to get into healthy BMI range. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, first of all, doctors are saints. So obviously I would go by your intuition and go by your doctor's opinion before you go and take someone else's passing comment to heart. And on top of this, people's styles in approaching these long transformations are totally personal. So for one person, going all in and not taking any cheat days can be the best thing for them. And some people might do a cheat day a week or a cheat day a month, and that's the only way they'll be successful. And I believe that. So giving anyone advice on how they should actually carry out things, especially when you see them succeeding, is the weirdest thing to me. So if it's working for them and they're healthy and they feel good, that's that. So in order to find what sort of process that fits you the best is to listen to yourself and to not listen to anyone else. Back in sophomore year of college, I would go on hot streaks for like 1 or 2 months in a row, like not missing a single day. And when I would go home or see friends in Hudson or, just talk to people I haven't seen in a while, they would always tell me that I need to take a break. And some of them were saying that just as like a joke, lightheartedly. But some of them, after I explained my diet to them, would be like, hey, I think that's too much. You should probably take a break. And at that point, I didn't really know much about losing weight. I was kind of just following what I was reading online. And I kind of took an authority standpoint because these people were thinner than me. So I'd be like, maybe they're right. Even though I feel completely fine and I feel like I can keep going, maybe they're right. And every single time I took that advice, I would always derail myself for 2 weeks or more. And so I kept thinking, for whatever reason, like I think I was just being willfully ignorant, that I needed a cheat day because all these people around me told me that I needed a cheat day, but that just wasn't true. A really important part of losing weight is figuring out if you're the type of person who needs to go all in and is very reliant on momentum, or someone who needs to take a day off every now and then. One of the biggest parts of these big transformations is being able to practice listening to your intuition. And that needs to be practiced every single time someone makes a comment. This is also a pretty important reason that goes back to my stop telling people you're trying to change video. You want to lessen the amount of interactions that you have and to lessen the possibility that you might get hit with unwanted advice. For whatever reason, people love to give their 2 cents into what you're doing, and it's just kind of funny. Anyway, if you're eating at a healthy calorie range and you feel good and you think you can keep going, that's fine. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let people around you say that going hard and fast is not the way, because that could very well be the way for you, and not going hard and fast could be the way that they succeed. So everyone's different. Anyway, guys, if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing this video with a friend and also subscribing to my channel so you can see more videos in the future, I would appreciate that. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.